I was going to make a speech about how long I've known Tara and how incredible she is as a mom and a woman and how much she loves Matt. But you all know how amazing she is, how amazing they are together, and the amount of people and love in this room tonight is proof of two amazing people and the beautiful life they have and are starting. Tara has always has the presence about her that makes you want to be around her and be her friend. I am so excited for Matt to have a lifelong friend and adventure partner for life. My hope for you both is to never stop being each other's best friends, each other's rocks, and each other's forever, each other's forever, just adventure partners and life partners. You guys are the most beautiful family, and I love you both so much. Cheers to both you, Tara, to you, Matt, and to you guys as a family.
Before I start, I want to say congratulations to both of you. As you know, tonight is a special night for Matt and Tara. And it's the night you two celebrate from day one for the rest of the next 100 years together. And it's really blessing. I'm so glad that was a good time you came here and see not only our family and also your family. The way I feel right now, we are just become one family together. And it's blessing, and that's something, you know, you have to be always thankful for the rest of our lives. And God bless everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Those speeches were very wonderful. I'm happy to be here tonight. My name is Patrick Quinn, for those of you who don't know me. And best friend of the groom, by the way, and I hate to brag, but right? Prestige. Tara. You look beautiful tonight, by the way. Total smoke show. Matt Rocky, you're a lucky dog. What do you like better, babe? Christmas or wedding season? Wedding season, right? What a way to kick it off, baby. Right answer, so. I actually don't even think I've called him Matt in about 20 years or so. I've been referring to him as Rock ever since Dwayne Johnson was a wrestler. I don't know if you know Dwayne. The kids might know him from Jumanji and like Fast and the Furious, but yeah, I've been calling him Rock ever since Dwayne Johnson was saying, "If you smell what the Rock is cooking," remember that, right? So everyone, yeah, he got it right. He's got his eyebrows all right. Some of you guys have been around for a while, right? Like I said, you know, everyone knows that when Matt and I are together, we love to quote our favorite movies, like Wedding Crashers, right? Like Step Brothers. And, you know, even my wife swears we have our own secret language when we talk. But, you know, I'm honored to be here tonight in Arizona. I really am. I really am. For sure. We are definitely bringing New Jersey to Arizona. Right, guys? Can I get some noise for New Jersey here tonight, man? New Jersey definitely has a reputation for like over-the-top weddings, and I'm so happy to be bringing that out here tonight. And I'm returning the favor from Matt tonight. He was my best man at my wedding to my beautiful wife, Diane, back in 2018. He was my best man. Tonight I return the favor, so. So, I've known Matt, believe this or not, I've known him for over 30 years. And for the last 28 years, he's been taller than me, right? We grew up in the same neighborhood in New Jersey, and our parents still live on the same street to this day, so I've known him for a long time. And to anybody that's ever met Matt, he definitely has a larger-than-life personality, right, Matt? He's a larger-than-life presence. He's a gentle giant, right? He's got really big hands, really big feet, and the rumors are true. He has a really big heart as well. He does. He has a really big heart. He would literally give you the shirt off his back, but it would probably be like a size or two big for you. Unless you were actually Dwayne Johnson, that might fit you just right. So, in all seriousness, I mean, he's a really caring guy, and he's always been there for me, and I've known him a long time. And to the young people in the room, it might sound strange, but we actually played outside together as kids when we were young. And when we did play video games, it was Nintendo, it was Sega Genesis, right? And we actually had to go to each other's house to play video games at the same time together, if you can believe that, kids. And one thing that I really do love to this day, we actually talk to each other on the phone. So please, young people, please give your friends a call. If there's anything you take out of this tonight, call your friends and tell them you love them. And like I said, to this day, we actually still talk to each other on the phone. So that's an honor. So a couple stories, real quick. So about what a great guy he is too. I would say back in 2003. So it was a while ago. I made a decision, and it was a pretty unwise decision at the time, to book an all-inclusive, I would call it like a couples retreat type trip for me and my girlfriend at the time, a long time ago, to go to Mexico. And, honestly, I should have just got a tattoo of her name on my arm, because needless to say, this was the curse of death. We broke up like a month later. And what did I do, Rock? I picked up the phone, I called my best friend, I said, Rock, you want to go to Mexico, man? I got a deal, half off. You want to go, man? I got so, needless to say, sure enough, he did go with me, and we had a blast. And since we were in Riviera Maya and not exactly like Cancun, and everybody else at our resort was, like honeymoon couples, newlyweds, we kind of had to get off the resort to have a good time, if you know what I mean. We took a couple excursions. Right, we we went to a couple pub crawls. I remember we did an ATV ride, and we actually we forgot our bathing suits, and we had to go snorkeling in a cave in our boxers, right? So that was a blast, man. Like I said, but if you're friends with a guy like Matt Rocky, he'll step in and do something like that for you. Like back then too, it was around the same time in our friendship, we made a pact, right, Rocky? Remember this pact? Where, and he reminded me about this in his best man speech to me as well, but since I was a couple years older than him, right? I was over 21, and Matt, he was like 18 or 19. I said, Matt, you do me a favor. You be my designated driver, man, for the next couple years, right? Every time I need a ride, you come and pick me up, man. And guess what? When you're 21, I'll totally repay that favor to you, man. To this day, I don't think I've ever given him I don't think I've ever been his DD. Thankfully, Uber was invented back in 2010. I totally just, never look back. But also, tonight, tip your Uber drivers. They get you home safe. So this one's for the Uber drivers tonight. So this is the Feast de Resistance here. We're going to close it out, get a little more sentimental. We are all here tonight to celebrate the true love between Matt and Tara. And that's why people come to weddings, right? Show of hands, who's a believer in true love? So most of the room, man, a couple of you are jaded, but most of you are still believing in true love. I totally understand that, man. And if you're here tonight, you at least want to believe in true love, right? Guess what? I believe in true love. And a few years ago, I remember talking to Rock about this girl he met, right, on a work trip. He went out to Arizona, and this was Tara, and he seemed pretty excited about it. And I said, I wasn't sure about it at first because the distance between, Tara's a great girl, but I said, that's a long distance relationship. It's gonna work. He's in New Jersey, she's in Arizona, but they really made an effort to see each other all over the country, right? Taking trips together, meeting up, and when I was able to meet Tara in person and we all got to hang out a few times together, I really got to see the way that they looked at each other, just how happy they were and how inseparable they were and what effort they put in. And it just seemed like true love to me. So at that point, I was already a believer, but that reaffirmed all my beliefs in true love. And especially when I was able to meet Kylie and Brooklyn, and I saw them all together. I said, this is a family, and true love was in the air, right, guys? And someone really, really wise once told me that true love is your soul's recognition of its counterpoint in another, right? I actually saw that on a bumper sticker in Phoenix when I came here from the airport, but look guys, I've been to a million weddings with you, man. We've rocked them all. And I would just love at this point to make a toast. So everybody put your glasses up. Please have a toast with me. I would love to toast right now. Tara, Matt, your Uber drivers, quotes from the movie Wedding Crashers, and of course, most importantly, Dwayne Johnson. I love you guys. You have a good night, all right?